Now been given the significance of the speeches done by Ruben Gonzalez. Carolina will now discuss the concepts of communication that Ruben demonstrates throughout his motivational speaking.
Ruben Gonzalez uses communication concepts in many of his speeches. He uses his attitude, he uses ethos, pathos, and logos. He brings his speech to life. His attitude. Ruben has an optimistic attitude. He refuses to give up and always finds a solution to his problem. For example, his first Olympics. It was the year before Salt Lake City Games. He broke his arm, his toe, his thumb, and most importantly, his board. He faced the obstacle of not having any money to buy another one, so he quit and decided to go home. Halfway home, he put his thoughts straight and went back to training. He borrowed a board from a friend, and this is how he showed his attitude and how his attitude allowed him to pursue his dream. Secondly, ethos. He establishes credibility. He himself is an Olympian, so he knows what the struggles are to become an Olympian. He says, "You're 6 inches away from success," because he believes that is the distance from your ears to what you feed your brain. He bases all his motivational aspects on his and his coach's experience. Both practice the same sport, and they both have extensive knowledge. He is a 3-time Olympian, and his coach is a 4-time Olympian, 3-time champion. They believe success depends on your willingness to believe in yourself. They also think books and the friends you hang out with influence what you might do in the end. Thirdly, pathos. Ruben gives us encouragement and hope. He's always telling you his stories. He's always encouraging you to go after your own adventure. You start believing in yourself when others believe in you. He shares his personal experiences to teach us that if you persevere, you will reach your goal. For example, when Ruben states, most people quit on themselves too quick. They don't allow time to learn the skills they need to succeed. And lastly, logos. He uses logic behind everything he says. Ruben is a very realistic person, and he always encourages people to set realistic goals. He doesn't tell you, go out and jump off a cliff to see where you land. He takes everything step by step. And he also believes that you need people to be behind you to give you hope and encouragement. He states, you will never achieve anything great in life unless you dare to believe that something inside you is bigger than the circumstances you face.
And finally, Lionel will discuss why Ruben Gonzalez inspires us.
Ruben Gonzalez inspires us because his attitude is one that can make a person believe that they can achieve anything. In his speeches, Ruben Gonzalez uses the keynotes of self-belief, courage, and perseverance that can make an audience become inspired. Ruben's philosophy of self-belief is you will never attempt to accomplish more in life until you believe that something inside of you is greater than the circumstances. Ruben says that courage is the ability to face danger, difficulty without being overcome by fear. Perseverance, which is one of Ruben's strengths, is to remain constant to your dream in spite of obstacles and still not quitting. Another idea that Ruben Gonzalez uses in spite of obstacles, another idea that Ruben Gonzalez uses that inspires us is the idea of being realistic with yourself. Ruben says in his motivational speeches, if you believe in your heart that's possible, and your attitude is that I want to do that, whatever it takes, then it is realistic. Meaning that if you believe in your heart, then the power of believing is something achievable. Ruben Gonzalez says, if that little guy can do it, I can do it too. Another reason why Ruben Gonzalez inspires us is because he refers back to the figure skater Scott Hamilton, who won an Olympic gold medal. Ruben uses inspirational stories such as Scott Hamilton that make a person believe that anything is possible.
Therefore, you have now been given the 4 main components that exemplify the portrayal of motivational speaker Ruben Gonzalez. I will now review on what was discussed today on three-time Olympian and motivational speaker Ruben Gonzalez. First, Carolina discussed why we chose Ruben Gonzalez as a motivational speaker. It's because he's an average person we can all relate to. He's your average Joe. Second, Lionel discussed the significance of Ruben's speeches. He explained the three concepts that Ruben uses, which are goal setting, self-talk, and the ability of seeing yourself accomplish a goal. And third, Carolina discussed the communication concepts that Ruben Gonzalez uses as a motivational speaker. And finally, Lionel discussed why Ruben Gonzalez inspires us, which is by his optimistic attitude of making a person believe they can achieve anything. As Keith Pomeroy said, I read the inspiration you sent. That inspiration comes from the three-time Olympian and motivational speaker. Ruben helped Kate overcome her years of inactivity and motivated her to achieve something that was unfavorable in her position. As she paddles her way up the Colorado River, she will think of motivational speaker Ruben Gonzalez. It takes a great motivational speaker such as Ruben to display a strong, charismatic character. His motivational speeches are ones that are worth listening to and very interesting.